Welcome to Trial by Wine. We take a closer look at crimes that highlight how fascinating humans can be. Schmitty, Swanee and Clarky visit crimes and run them through their jury of three, debating both sides of the case to agree an appropriate, if totally fictitious, sentence. Please be advised, Trial by Wine may include explicit or disturbing content and will include drunken rambling. Listener discretion is advised. All right, how are we?
Very well.
Yes,
how are you?
Very well.
Good. I think I'm a bit husky. I don't know if you're hearing it. I suspect I'm coming down with something. Do you remember a few weeks, or quite some time ago, Swanee, you fell asleep while we were doing a recording?
Yes. Yeah.
And then you got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm on the cusp of that today.
Oh.
I've just been pushing it a bit hard with Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which finished this last weekend. And I went back to work. Everything was okay. But today I've had to have 4 little naps, one including pulling over the side of the road and napping for 5 minutes because I was nodding off as I was driving. Yeah. I think I'm getting sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Your body's just going, we're going to just shut this
having
down for a little bit.
Vitamins and stuff.
We need a bit of rehab.
Oh, yeah. I'll just shove it all in. But for now, a good night's sleep would be a good idea, I think.
That's probably the best thing you can do, actually.
Yeah. But that's my latest. Any news from you guys?
I've got some news.
Yes, what's that?
Tell.
One of my children finished school. Yes.
What?
Not last week, the week before. Yes. So he had his last day at school, and this week he becomes an adult. He will turn 18. So that's pretty
wow.
exciting.
God,
That's
it's
exciting
18
news.
years ago when he was
I know.
born.
Can you believe it? And I don't know. I've been back to the gong. Been back home back for a birthday, and then I got sick while I was there actually. And it was quite good because I got quite ill, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'd seen everybody I practically know in my life, whether it be young, old, or otherwise, within a period of a couple of days because it was around the end of school.
Yeah. You've been spreading
and
it.
I thought,
nicely.
oh my God, and I got really sick one day. I thought, I've got COVID. I've given everyone I know COVID. I'm going to wipe someone out. And then I got better as quickly as I got sick, and I was like, oh,
that's good.
It was really weird. So it was not COVID.
Boys?
I was going to tell you a story. So remember we told you about the Hume Highway being closed the other week?
Yes.
On the Friday before the public holiday, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We were going to work on Monday, I think it was.
Yeah, Monday.
Yesterday. And, it's sun's coming up. It's not very good light. And this poor police officer must have been charged with trying to block the Hume freeway and divert everyone off as a one-man show. So what she's done is she's parked her car blocking the left lane and part of the right lane, and she's in this big bright yellow rain jackety kind of thing, standing in the right-hand lane, pointing people to get off at the exit. There must have been 6 cars that all kind of spotted this at the same time and just went manically all trying to find a way not to run into each other her and get off.
And it was foggy.
Remarkably, everyone got off unscathed. I don't know how. She was very brave. She just stood there the whole time. I don't know if she was
stupid.
We were going.
Look, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. No, it sounds like she was at high risk of being run over.
I don't know if that's... We were going, my God, what was that? And she's obviously trying to do the best she can. So not trying to have a go at her, but it was chaos. Anyway, so then we're like, wonder what's happened. So we go off down the side road, down the Hume.
Yeah.
Alongside the Hume, sorry. Anyway, a truck's rolled with 2 caravans on it.
Oh, no. What a mess.
2 good caravans ruined. Imagine if you'd been waiting for 12 months to get your caravan delivered and it's rolled.
Now it's in the middle of the highway up on its side.
Yeah, we're not sure why it happened. But anyway, the shenanigans on the Hume continue.
At 10
So she was obviously doing it quickly. So that's really why.
Yeah.
So
it was.
She's just doing the best she can in this situation because I was like, she'd know that.
It was an unmarked cop car too, so it had the red and blue lights flashing, but you can barely see because they're behind tinted windows.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Jeepers.
Anyway, that was a bit of an adventure.
It's always going on the Hume.
Oh, no, they're probably trying to dodge a pothole and fell in and rolled it or something.
On that note, I suppose we should introduce ourselves. I'm Schmitty.
I'm Swanee.
And I'm Clarky. And together we are Trial by Wine.
And what are we drinking?
Oh, I'm on my first fridge ciggy of the day.
Oh, fridge ciggy we're calling them now. A nice Coke Zero. Nice.
Fridge ciggy, I like it.
I saw this last night. So I have heard
cold.
It's not cold enough. I've had a little bit of a complaint about that already. But I did see this yesterday, and I will just share it with you because I hadn't heard it referred to as a fridge ciggy, but I hadn't seen or hadn't read a definition.
Is it because it's a small can?
No,
just a can in the fridge, right?
A fridge ciggy is a can of Coke Zero. It is Gen Z's version of having a durry at Smoko. It's a little treat used to take the edge off. It's not to be confused with the Black Doctor or Black Aspirin, which is full sugar, full fat Coke that has a powder sugar. And it says, see also, office desk dart. and then in context, it's Tracy was stressed for her job interview, so she went outside for a quick fridge ciggy and a scroll. And I think the scroll would be on your phone.
Yeah,
right.
Not a coffee scroll.
Coffee scroll.
Not a cinnamon scroll. I think it's a.
Why are they worried about the black? What was the
black aspirin
Black Doctor.
or the Black Doctor full fat Coke?
I know. If you're going to have a cinnamon scroll, I wouldn't be worried about having a Black Doctor. But yeah, a scroll on your phone, right? Okay.
I think
I wonder why Melbourne and Victoria and in fact the world are going to hell in a handbasket. And I think you just summed it all up right there. Thank you. A fridge ciggy and a scroll.
A fridge ciggy and a scroll.
Yeah, love it.
Does anyone else have something nice to drink?
So we're probably drinking something that'll mildly offend both of you. So, Schmitty, remember your wine spritzer?
My spritzer,
with tonic water?
Yes.
And how we
delicious, in point of fact.
Yes.
Shat on it? Yes.
Yes. So we're literally having one of those, but without the wine.
Oh, you're just having a tonic water?
Yeah. Which will mildly offend you because there's no wine in it. And upset Shay because what the fuck is that drink? You can't take.
As far as she's concerned,
who would do that?
Just vomit in a glass.
What's the name of this thing that's in it? That's active quinine. Be careful. It's budget. I love it.
It's quinine
in it anymore.
I think it was $1.15 for the bottle.
Yeah, it's a nice cold.
I think you're about right.
Quinine in it anymore.
Because I got a couple of my soda water bottles today from Woolies, and they were $1.10, I think. So I think you're probably right.
Oh,
I feel like
bang on 5 cents
like, what
for
do we
the
call
quinine.
It? Cost of living crisis. We're now on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Home
what
brand
about you,
tonic.
Schmitty?
I'm finishing off a room temperature Sunkist.
I like what you've done there.
And I'll go on to a room temperature bottle of soda water. Yeah.
That means we're all alcohol free today. Look at us living responsibly.
Yeah. Well, I think if I have one drop of alcohol, I'll be asleep. So got to stay focused for a story.
If I had alcohol today, I'd murder someone at work tomorrow. So we'll just avoid
best
that.
You don't then. Yes. So have you got a story for us?
I do have, yes.
All right, cool.
Would you like to hear it?
Would love to.
Yes, please.
I think it's going to be one of those stories that leaves you feeling hollow.
Oh, great.
Just, at
least it won't get your mind racing and you won't be able to sleep, Schmidt.
Yeah, it won't do that. Maybe a little bit like one day people will ponder what's happened to Victoria. We'll be like, God, why did that go on? That was too much. I don't know. Anyway, you ponder that. You can tell me about it at the end. So I'll tell you my stories first. My sources first. There's only 3 of them. The Age, Yahoo News, and the ABC, which is not the American Broadcasting Commission. It's the Australian one. And for this story, we're going to go back to the 6th of September 2005, which in that year was the day after Father's Day.
Oh.
Now,
You've got a great memory, Clarky.
Oh, I know. It's because I'm such a father. I've got the whole Father's Day of all my life chronicled.
2005.
Yeah. Yes. So further to that, Swanee, in case you don't recall, that was the Father's Day. There was a very big story happened in Victoria. So a man named Robert Farquharson
I think
drove his car into a dam at Winchelsea. and drowned his three sons.
No,
you
but
weren't
I
back
know.
then?
No, but I heard
Yeah, so
it
he had his three sons in the car. He drove off the road into a dam and the three sons drowned and he didn't.
Did he not like what he got for Father's Day?
No. So sick of socks.
He was going through a divorce proceeding.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly. So anyway, that was one that people certainly in Melbourne will remember.
Yeah.
And maybe lots of Australians. But this is not that story. This is, of course, the day...
You got to the point pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, just strap yourself in. So this is not that story. In this story, it's around 10 a.m. in the morning of the day after Father's Day. And qualified nurse Donna Fitchett has just given her two boys some medicine.
Oh, no.
Telling them they were going to go on a trip and they needed the medicine so they'd not get sick. The boys didn't like the taste of the medicine but took it anyway. In reality, she'd given them a cocktail of Rohypnol and Valium, made with the drugs she had stockpiled from work. The boys began to feel drowsy and Donna told them to go and lie down. They both did as they were told and fell asleep in separate rooms. So the boys' names were Thomas and Matthew. Donna walked into the room that Thomas was sleeping in and she smothered him with a pillow, then used a sock to strangle him.
Let alone, that's just wrong.
No,
right.
Smothered him with a pillow, then used a sock to strangle him to make sure he was dead.
Oh my God.
God, that is out
By
of
the
control.
time she got to Matthew, he was starting to stir. She began to suffocate him, but the family Rottweiler Gemma sensed something was wrong and tried desperately to intervene.
Go Gemma.
So Donna stopped, put the dog outside, then returned to Matthew's room and finished the job. When David Fitchett, the boy's father, came home from work to find the house strangely in darkness, Donna was drugged and groggy, teetering around in her underwear and bumping into tables. Alarmed, David began a frantic search for his boys. He finds Thomas and then Matthew, both cold and lifeless.
Oh, this is...
He screams at Donna, "You fucking bitch." She screams back, but I'm not sure what she said. Few drugs. He asks her, "What have you done?" I've got to stop for a second because you're she's
so drunk she can't say anything, right?
Yeah, but I can't laugh at this point. That's too much. I'm just going to have to try to hold off.
I'm trying to give you a little bit of levity. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know, but if I had have started laughing hysterically,
it's the wrong point.
I would have come across as insensitive.
Because I was.
Yeah. That's right. He asks her, "What have you done?" All she can say is she wants to die. And in fact, she's bleeding from where she cut herself in a failed suicide attempt.
And she's a nurse, right?
Oh, it's not that failed, right?
Yeah, she should have tried harder.
Mr.
She should
Fitchett
have known
called
better.
000, for those of you who don't know, Australia's equivalent of 911, and told the operator he believed his wife had killed their children and had overdosed. He tried to revive his oldest son, Thomas, but discovered both he and his 9-year-old brother, Matthew, were stiff from rigor mortis.
Oh, because they've been gone for a while. Yep.
In the background, Donna Fitchett was recorded as saying, "I don't want to live." And at one point in the recording of the 000 call, David is heard saying, "She just fucking slashed her wrist." Right. That's the really horrible bit out of the way. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yep.
Now, David Fitchett is the first to admit his marriage to Donna was not exactly a bed of roses. And I guess, everyone's relationships have got things in them, skeletons in the closet maybe, I don't know. It doesn't go into a lot of detail around what that was, and I don't think it's particularly relevant. Donna had been seeing a therapist and she was becoming a bit of a conspiracy theorist and believed that the Howard government put Martin Bryan up to the Port Arthur killings and a BHP employee murdered former Prime Minister Harold Holt.
Right.
I don't know where she got those from.
Well, Harold Holt's a long time ago.
I know. Why would she?
And a BHP
and also
employee.
He drowned.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why a BHP employee, but yeah, he went out for a swim and he drowned. And I don't think his body was ever found.
But he was never found. That's the thing. Yeah. So there's theories around him with a Chinese submarine and all kinds of stuff.
He went out for a swim and he drowned. It happens.
I know. Anyway, but so that's kind of her mindset. And Donna told David on the Friday before Father's Day that she was leaving. She accused him of being passive-aggressive. Isn't everyone to a degree?
Don't you think murdering your children but not quite killing yourself is a bit passive-aggressive?
I mean, it's also fairly aggressive.
Aggressive, I
suppose.
Aggressive, passive.
That's the whole thing about hurting him kind of thing anyway.
Yeah. So she also blamed their problems on their own fathers. She told him to enjoy Father's Day because it would be his last. He thought she meant last as a family together, not that she was going to kill the boys.
No.
How dreadful.
Yep. So anyway, it goes to trial. Donna Fitchett pleaded not guilty to murdering the couple's sons. There was never any doubt she actually did kill them. The question for the jurors was whether she was mentally ill when she did so. Defence counsel said psychiatric evidence was expected to show Donna Fitchett was mentally impaired at the time and introduced 2 prominent psychologists who insisted she was. They said she was suffering from a major depressive disorder which rendered her unable to reason with what she was doing and to understand that it was wrong, and therefore she should not be found guilty or should be found not guilty. The prosecutor alleged the boys were murdered in a premeditated, cold-blooded killing and produced an expert witness who said her depression was only mild to moderate and not severe enough to cloud her moral judgment. Donna had written a letter to her husband, presumably a suicide letter, expecting that she would be dead by the time he found her, which was read out in court. In the letter, she said she couldn't abandon our beautiful boys. I've been dead for a few days. I just wanted peace, she wrote. I overdosed the boys when they were asleep. I suffocated them and then strangled them in case they woke up.
Ugh.
They put up a bit of a struggle but said nothing. They didn't know it was me or it was happening to each other. They were happy this morning and said they loved you and had a great Father's Day, she said. I pray I do not live through this. I've seen some angry things, but I truly forgive you. I hope you find the strength to go on without us. I just couldn't abandon our beautiful boys. I've been dead for a few days and I just wanted peace. Do you know how much I hate that? I couldn't abandon our beautiful boys, so I killed them.
Yeah, I went with them.
I do know. Yeah. This is.
I know you hate it. This is the kind of story that you hate almost as much as you hate people who hire hitmen to kill people.
Hitmen, yeah, it's right up there with that. Exactly right.
Absolutely.
Just kill yourself and leave the others. Yeah. Anyone who goes on that
family annihilator
and then kill, or people who do it, massacre people then kill themselves. Just kill yourself. Happy days.
We're good.
I mean, maybe not happy days, but better outcome than the
for
opposite.
Everyone else, yeah.
If
you're going to do all that,
yes. And apparently, she had said that David wasn't capable of caring for the children.
Okay, so don't take David out of the equation. Take the kids out of the equation. What
makes sense?
Yeah. Also, maybe he could.
Is there going to be some great reveal, like that anything major had ever really happened?
Do you remember that I told you you're going to be left feeling hollow?
Okay, so no.
Anyway, you tell me how you feel at the end of it. But yeah, it's as basic as it is.
Oh,
not basic. I don't know.
It's
I don't know what the right
word is.
Waste of
two lovely kids'
lives. I know what you mean.
For nothing. For just selfishness, actually.
Without reason. It's not enough sort of reason to sort of think someone had got to put them.
So it came out. I'm not done yet. So save your harsh thoughts for the wrap up.
Okay.
So it came out, of course, that she'd been seeing the psychologist and had come to the conclusion that David was passive aggressive, and she was not going to live with him anymore.
I love the fact that, passive aggressive is probably not ideal. I understand. It's not quite like where I thought we were going to be. It's like
a wife beater or a rapist.
Yeah.
He's passive aggressive. It just really annoys me.
He's totally passive aggressive because I read that, that word or
it's literally online. That, right?
If I say to him, you don't do the washing enough, and he says, well, you don't either. I'm going to go kill the kids over that.
Yeah.
Or I say you don't do the washing and he doesn't talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. The next time someone calls somebody passive aggressive, I'm going to be like,
look out.
Warning bells. I know where this is headed.
Yeah.
Jeepers.
So not only that, Donna's sister said in court that Donna thought that everyone was passive-aggressive.
Look out, everyone's kids then, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, I think Donna's not well.
Donna also thought her psychologist, Patra Antonis...
Was passive-aggressive?
No, not was. Well, I mean, she would have, under the fact that she thought everyone was passive aggressive. Right. Obviously, she thought that, but she also thought that she was her second mother and best friend. To which Donna's sister said, "Your best friends don't charge you to see them every Monday," which is accurate.
And the psychologist, I'm guessing, didn't know that Donna felt that way about her because she probably should have said, "You can't see me anymore." Yeah,
there's a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit about that. But it's only a very little bit.
Sounds like a bit of bullshit.
Oh, yeah. So apparently she changed when she started seeing her psychologist. And that's when Donna's sisters kind of got to a point where she couldn't really talk to her properly anymore. So the psychologist...
You're a fucking idiot.
Patra Antonis.
I can't do this anymore.
You're Stop talking like that. You're being passive-aggressive.
No, you're a fucking idiot.
I'm being aggressive. Yeah.
To be clear.
There's no room for passive in this aggression.
Correct.
So the psychologist said she saw Donna 37 times.
Whoa.
Initially after Donna reported marital difficulties. She said that she told police immediately after the killings that Fitchett had chronic depression. She said Donna had reported to her that she had postnatal depression with each child. Donna had also written a letter to her therapist, which was intended to be read after she'd committed suicide, in which she claimed she wasn't crazy. She said she wanted to die but wasn't willing to abandon her sons. And this is the bit, Schmitty, when we're talking about how much, those two things anger me. She had to take them with her, and to do so was her greatest act of love.
It's not the first time I've heard this sort of twisted logic about why it's appropriate for someone
to disgusting
kill
to
a child.
Or
a partner, the object of their affection. And it's just pure selfishness.
The greatest act of love. Like if somebody killed...
The great
love of all is murdering your children.
I believe the future...
I believe there is no future because I killed our children.
I believe there is no future for my children. Kill them now and let them be with me.
Yep.
Let them... Oh, my God.
It just gets worse and worse. Yeah. It's so gross. I'm so glad that's not what Whitney sang.
No, because why would you? Fucking hell.
That's right.
The jury heard that her actions gave the impression she knew what she was doing as she calmly carried out each step in a premeditated plan. She told Matthew and Thomas, I'll just repeat it so that for anyone who missed it earlier, she told Matthew and Thomas they were going on a trip and had to take travel sickness medicine. In reality, it was Rohypnol and Valium. She smothered them with a pillow and used a sock to strangle him. You've drugged him, smothered him, and strangled him in your... I tell you what, that wasn't a verse in The Greatest Love of All.
In your loving way. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, this is all along the lines of the fact that is she or isn't she insane? So she's got the story of going travelling and they need to travel sickness medicine, which is the Rohypnol and Valium. When they've passed out in separate rooms, she smothers Thomas and then uses a sock to strangle him to make sure that he's dead. Yeah. Then she goes to Matthew. He's starting to stir, so it's a little bit harder to suffocate him. And then the Rottweiler Gemma comes in and interrupts her. So she has to get up, put Gemma out, come back and do it again. Also, in previous...
I could just walking in my kid to the cruise. What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Have some more of Mummy's medicine.
Yes.
I'm just going to wrap this sock around. What are you trying to do, Mum? Just
lie there.
Sock.
Just lie there for a sec.
What do you put that sock in? Ooh, get it away from me. Oh, my
God. Gemma, Mum's gone crazy.
Push Gemma.
Gemma, down.
Throw it
out. Throw it out. Yeah.
Also, in the previous days leading up to the event, she'd spring cleaned the house, bagged up the boys' clothes, given jewellery away, and emailed her sisters to tell them she loved them.
Honestly, that is indicative, isn't it, of premeditation?
I mean, say you're crazy as you want, and I think to do that to your children, you have to have a whole lot of cray-cray. Yeah. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't be found guilty of it.
Correct.
Well, this is what we talked about in that South Korean case or the New Zealand case, was the definition of insanity legally being that you didn't understand the difference between right and wrong versus, because you can premeditate a crime and you can be insane at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive behaviours. The question, as you have said in this, is whether or not she knew she was doing the wrong thing. And I think she
definitely does.
Yeah.
Well, the jury found Donna guilty, suggesting that her actions were those of a woman who knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah, but she knew what she was doing, but whether or not she thought it was the right thing to do that's the argument, and I don't buy it either.
I think the insanity defence should be used sparingly, and I think it just gets thrown around a little too much, which waters it down. But a
sane woman wouldn't kill her kids.
No, but it doesn't mean you're insane. Like it doesn't. I think there's definitely mental health issues going on for anyone who does that, but it doesn't mean, arguably a sane person wouldn't kill anyone.
That's right. Yeah,
but plenty of people do, and it doesn't mean they shouldn't be punished for it. But I feel like it's almost the conversation does go to, because you did that, you must be insane.
Well, because it's very hard for anyone who. It's just hard to understand it. Like, you just can't come at it. Can't understand it.
Can't come at that.
Can't come at that.
Not from this distance.
No.
Donna was found guilty and sentenced in 2008 at the age of 51 to 27 years in prison with a minimum of 18. Justice Elizabeth Curtin said that the boys were innocent young boys and that Donna's crimes were truly appalling. You were their mother. Your responsibility was to nurture, care for, love and protect them. Justin Curtin said that in the greatest act of betrayal, not the greatest act of love.
Love, yes.
In a profound breach of trust and in an act of unfathomable selfishness, Donna had robbed the boys of their precious lives.
Absolutely.
It's appalling, yeah.
I think it's really well said, though, that you're there to do all of these things, love, nurture, blah, blah, blah. Your act wasn't the greatest act of love. It was the greatest act of betrayal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Said. Your actions have resulted in unbearable, unforgiving pain for the boys' father and his family, she said.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah,
Success.
Right?
Yes.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justice Curtin said if it had not been for Fitchett's mental illness, she would have imposed a life sentence.
Yeah, see, I would have imposed a life sentence because otherwise
you're not bound by the law?
No, because otherwise you would argue that you are taking into account some insanity, right? The jury has said we're not buying that. So I would have said life then.
It's good that she said for her mental illness, not insanity.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
Donna appealed her conviction and was granted a retrial, but was found guilty by a second jury in May.
And sentenced to a whole life order.
Yeah, pretty much. Justice Curtin did say that with 25% of women suffering depression at some time in their lives, a message had to be sent to the community that mental illness was no excuse for crime, which I thought was quite good. And then, so in prison, Donna was assaulted 7 times in the 5 years she'd been in custody, possibly because she was a child killer.
I hear.
Possibly because she's
not a nice person.
That's the one. So 2 of the assaults were serious. She was hit on the head firstly with a radio and the second time with a chair. She ended up having to be separated from other inmates, where her only distractions were television and a small garden.
That annoys me, though, the whole having to separate people for their own safety in jail, because you sort of think, what a burden on the people who have to manage the incarceration facility. It's a cost to the taxpayer, I'm sure. And, I mean, I suppose we shouldn't have people just going crazy and like doing what they like in prisons. But, yeah, that thing about having to keep people protected irritates me. It doesn't sit well with me.
Especially when you think about, people in aged care or palliative care who are sharing rooms, kind of go, jeepers.
Yeah, but they're not expecting to get hit over the head with a chair.
No, but what I'm saying is we can't afford to give them a room by themselves. But the double murderer who gets hit over the head with a chair, So Donna was released in February this year.
Oh, Jesus, what? Because I was just about to say, especially when you don't anticipate they're going to get out. And then you said, and then she was released. Right
on cue. So she was released in February this year after nearly 20 years behind bars. 3 weeks later.
Didn't kill any babies while she was there. Yeah.
Yeah, did not. 3 weeks later, after a welfare check, Donna was found dead at a Melbourne property on King Street in Paran shortly after 7 p.m.
Right.
It is believed that she died from a drug overdose. And her death was not treated as suspicious. And that, my friends, is my story.
Do you know whether or not she started taking drugs in jail?
I don't, but she was taking drugs before she went to jail. So
what sort of drug?
I don't think the drug overdose was an accidental overdose. I think it was
on purpose.
She wanted to die before, when she killed the boys. She'd wanted to die her whole 18 years in prison, and 3 weeks after she gets out, she manages.
She had the opportunity, right?
Okay.
What was her name again?
Donna Fitchett.
Fitchett.
How do I spell it?
FITCHETT.
Sorry, FITC.
CHETT. Was Hollow a good guess at how you'd feel afterwards?
Yeah. Oh, I just saw a picture of the dad. Where's a picture of her? Oh.
She's rough as.
It's not what I was expecting. I don't know what
No.
I was expecting. I thought she'd look more mumsy. She does look rough.
Like in a rough way.
Like she drinks and smokes a lot and, lives a bit hard.
You're right about feeling hollow. I don't feel good that she's dead. I don't feel bad that she's dead.
I also think what a lot of pain to put everyone through and then just go and kill yourself. Like, just kill yourself. That'll be hard enough for people, but doing the rest of it.
It's very hard for me to, I think people are wise to that idea of going, this is the biggest fuck you I can do, which is I'm going to kill your kids.
Yep.
I'm going to take them, yeah. And they don't care because all they really care about is punishing the person that's made them hurt, of which case it's her husband. Yeah. When this happens, and obviously it goes both ways. Quite often it's the husband who does it.
Well, interestingly, that was one of the...
How is that split? I don't know. I wonder.
Remember how I was talking about the case in Winchelsea at the start where he drove into the dam?
Yes.
That made the news. That was all over it. I don't recall a lot about this.
No.
And I just wonder if it's not a gender thing where it fits the dialogue for a man to be doing it to the family, but for a woman to do it, is
I wonder how
it's somehow
works.
Different.
Yeah. Wow. I just feel like we're missing like this huge, like there was no big thing that the husband had done that, sent her. No, she just, the marriage had sort of broken down.
She just wasn't happy.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Just wanted to punish him, I think, for not being happy. And like the depression, I don't doubt she was depressed, but I think that when you are in a depressive state and you're trying to work out how to get out of it, you are blaming other people too. So it's quite possible that she or appropriately blamed the husband, but the psychologists seem to have tried to get her to leave her husband, not kill her children.
What I think you need to do.
And I do wonder about that whole psychologist relationship thing, right? That wrote him a letter and best friend and whatever. I thought, I wonder if some unhealthy feelings were there.
That was Donna saying she was the best friend and a second mother.
No, I get it. But Donna's connected in a way that's not healthy, I think, with the psychologist.
Yeah,
and the psychologist didn't appear to notice 37 visits.
That's a lot of visits.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I don't know that there was anything there for the psychologist to pick up on. You know, she might be going, gosh, she's back again. She's clearly depressed.
Look who's back again.
Yeah,
Donna's back.
Tell a friend. She might.
Fitchett's back. Fitchett's back. Fitchett's back.
I created a monster.
Yep. Oh, God.
I don't know that in itself is enough to. Now, plenty of people have a weekly appointment with a psychologist, I think. Sure, it costs a lot of money.
At what point do you think, it's not helping if you're going to go weekly for 37 weeks? I'm not better.
Well, she obviously thought it was helping.
I'm now thinking I'm going to kill my kids.
I doubt she discussed that with her psychologist.
I should hope not.
And
yes.
I wonder, actually.
I should hope not.
They would.
I think it probably would have come out.
Yeah, you're right. The thing that doesn't quite add up for me as well is in a depressive state, it's not often that people can look beyond themselves. Yep. They're not looking and going, I'm going to take someone else's life. It's just, as I understand it, that their own existence and their own...
It's so painful and awful.
Life is either so painful or so numb or so... There's nothing left to live for it. It's very rarely that you're looking at going, I'm going to take everyone out with me. It's usually a very insular thing, I think, where you're going, I can't handle it. It's all about the I. Yeah, I. It's not like, I'm so I love these kids so much, I've got to do the right thing by and take their lives. So that to me is what really I think, those things feel incongruous. Do you know what I mean? It's like depression feels very self. I don't care what happens to myself. I can't go on anymore. I'm done.
Yep.
Versus, I'm calculated enough to sort out everybody else and get all that sorted and sell their clothes and do this and, But imagine if she'd been your nurse. Nice.
Oh, no.
Bloody hell, she's looking after
stealing
people.
Your painkillers.
I was going to say, what happened to my Rohypnol, thanks? Yeah. Bloody hell. What are your thoughts about sentencing? I don't think that 18 years or 20 years was appropriate, especially if she just wanted to go out and kill herself. I would have live every day that you are intended to live on this planet. Don't get a cop out in jail.
Thinking. I mean, the chair over the back of the head was probably not too upsetting for me.
It made me think of the underbelly guy who got the piece of a bike over his, killed
Carl
him,
Williams?
Carl Williams, yeah.
I don't know. Can you sentence someone for the next life? I just feel like
why not? We've got
karma would do that. She'd be born, with a couple of limbs missing or something that's just going to make her next life incredibly difficult to live.
But
because this
she's
one
born with some kind of throat problem, given that she strangled her children, perhaps.
Yeah.
The next life she has some breathing issue or
one lung.
Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Like she struggles in the breathing, in the area of breathing. I
wonder if that's how, karma and reincarnation kind of came to be, where you just go, something bad's got to happen to them later.
It would work if she had also somehow not forgotten her past life and she knew that she was living this life
as a result of
suffering as a result of her actions in the past life. I think that would be good.
It's like when your parents used to say, I'll give you something to cry about if you don't stop crying. I'll give you something to be depressed about.
Yeah.
So I think whatever the next life is has to have something that is
and in the next
actually
life,
depressing.
There's no access to any means to actually take your life. So you are going to live the entire life and you are going to remember why you were in this state. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's a good punch too.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah, works for me. I do feel horribly sad for the father. There was nothing that I could kind of find that suggested there was anything that he had done that deserved this, and nothing that, oh my God, clearly the boys hadn't done anything, but the hurt that she's caused so many people unnecessarily, I feel for them.
It's so hard to recover from that. You wouldn't, would you? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that you could.
No. Yeah, it's awful. Well, thanks, Clarky, for another depressing one.
Feeling hollow?
I am. Yes. I mean, you did set that up well. You did tell us from the outset that that's how we'd feel. And Turns out you were quite correct. Yes.
Go and have some snacks. That'll fill you up.
Oh, goodness. Have you got anything to add, Swanee?
No. I don't. I was trying to work through, I was trying to think of something being a bit clever about, the boys fighting back or their dad coming home.
Oh, maybe the dog could actually have just torn her throat out. It kind of doesn't
matter because you don't want those kids to be exposed to any of that.
That's true.
Even if, it's like, if she died, or it would have destroyed their lives no matter what. She was on a path to destroy their lives, whether she had survived or died or whatever else.
Everyone around her.
And yeah, it was like she was a bomb about to go off. It just was how it went off, and she took the kids with her. But there was a shit show coming, no matter what it was. Those kids were going to be left either without a mother, wondering, probably wondering their whole lives what happened. She took them anyway. There's no upside.
No.
She was just this sort of toxic thing that was going to take out everything around her. Not to the extent that she did, obviously. That was horrendous. But, I can't think of some clever way of tidying it up.
Difficulty for the kids, the boys not having a mum, but maybe she could have just gone outside. She does look like she probably smoked. And a bit of spontaneous combustion. And then the dad remarries a really, really nice person. And whilst they always treasure the memories of their mother, they have a nice other maternal person in their lives. They live happily ever after, in the good place at Trial by Wine World.
It's certainly the lesser of two evils to leave them alive on this earth without a mum.
She just left them. I said just leave, just did the normal thing of leaving and divorcing and going off and being toxic somewhere until they grew up and were able to take a decision that they wanted or didn't want her in their lives. It's
correct.
Just it's just awful. All right, well, I suppose on that note.
Ugh.
And as we say every week, miss you already.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, baby.
Mole.
Yeah, mole.
She's a mole.
Thanks for listening to Trial by Wine. You can contact us at trialbywine@gmail.com. Please rate, review and subscribe to Trial by Wine on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. If you'd like to support us, you can become a patron at www.patreon.com, Trial by Wine, or visit our website www.trialbywine.com to donate to us. Your support will help us cover many more cases and apply wacky sentences. We really appreciate you listening and hope you tell everyone about us. Our cover art is by John Christo and music is by Beauchamp from pixabay.com.